Okay. Jeez, I'm 18 minutes late. All right, we should be streaming, but I'm not seeing us. It's weird because they had this one. And I don't even know if the sound's coming through, but it should be. Let's just see if, yeah. No, it shouldn't be scheduled. Wow. This is not these. Don't make any sense to me. Oh, geez. All right, let's try this. Well, OBS says I'm going. Not sure I really put a lot of stock in that. Let's just... Well, all right, hold on. I'm going to go to my other computer again. We'll try this again. And of course, I'm not seeing a darn thing. Because why would I? Now this one says it's live now with one view. I guess that's me. I don't know. What happens if I click on it? But I'm not seeing anything. That's what I don't get. Okay, let's just click the video link. Hey, there it is, people. All right. It's laggy, that's for sure. I'm watching myself. Okay, well, hallelujah. We'll just go ahead and try and get started here. I got to stop that, though, because obviously I don't want to... Let's just turn the sound. Down. There. Okay. I'm not seeing any... Chat is disabled. When did I disable the chat? I can't disable the chat. Well, I don't know how that happened. That we'll have to look for tomorrow's exciting show. Because, yeah, we're going to try and do this again. Don't ask me why. I'm a glutton for punishment. So, we had planned to do this as part of the SLitheриne's 25th anniversary celebration. And they dropped some big news on us this week. One this morning, which we'll get to in a minute. But first of all, you may have or may have not seen their release of information about a game that's currently in beta. It's called Battle Plan. Now, there have been other Battle Plans. I played a lot of them here on the channel. We had Battle Plan, and then we had Battle Plan Pacific. I thought Battle Plan Europe, the first release was pretty good. The Pacific release was not nearly as good. largely because of the nature of the Pacific campaign, and also because I just couldn't get the naval routines down. I just, excuse me, I just couldn't figure them out. So it didn't do too well. But this new game is not what I was thinking it was going to be. It's not simply a follow-up or an update. This is a whole new thing. And here's the video that SLitherine released yesterday. Let's watch it.
At SLitherine, we have always believed in games that go beyond entertainment. Games that respect and simulate history. Known for our classic X-based strategy titles.
And in fact, I may just stop it like that and make comments as we go along here. So there you go.
We are now pushing the genre forward. In collaboration with Foolish Mortals, Battleplan reimagines strategy with a fresh, intuitive approach that breaks from tradition and delivers a new level of depth and immersion. Battleplan isn't just another World War II RTS.
Look at that.
It offers an unprecedented level of depth and control.
Okay, she called it an RTS, real-time strategy game. I'm not normally a huge fan of a lot of RTSs, but just look at this picture right here. Look at this. You got the different divisions involved with their patches, and then you can set up. Well, she'll tell you about this. You can do all kinds of different things. So the user interface here looks really slick, and this is just a beta. Remember,
command entire division from headquarters down to reflect companies, with a fully working chain of command. But what really stacks is the planning phase. You don't micromanage units here. Instead, you create elaborate multi-phase battle plans by literally drawing them on the map, just like a real commander would. You can draw a line to form a front line or sketch out an attack route for your forces to follow. Want to defend an area, seize ground, or bombard a zone? Just draw a circle over it and your troops will know what to do. The basic unit of the game is a division, made up of thousands of soldiers split among dozens of companies. The companies are the one doing the moving and fighting. When you give a division an order, it automatically assigns its companies to carry it out. You give high-level commands, then watch as the individual companies scurry into action like a swarm of ants. You'll be watching your supply lines, fueling advances, moving units. It's all simulated second by second across missions that last days or even weeks.
Oh, that's alpha.
Supply arrives.
For an alpha, that's really pretty darn good. You gotta say, look at that over here, the desert rats. So, yeah, really looks. I love the look of it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna love the. But oh, down here, there's Monte and Patton. If you look through this video carefully, if you watch it, go back and watch it later, you'll notice that they don't seem to have too many pictures yet in there. So Monty and Patton seem to fill a lot of slots. But hey, it's in beta, so what do you want?
From off-map into major hubs, ports or train yards, and from there flows into player-placed supply depots. Those depots then feed your divisions. You need to position your depots close enough to keep your units well supplied, but not so close that they get overrun. And yes, you can capture enemy depots and turn their own stockpiles against them. From infantry and tanks to engineers, artillery, and air support, every unit plays a distinct role. Scouts reveal enemy position, 80 guns take out armor, engineers handle fortification and minefields, recon plays scout ahead, and fighter bombers strike to support your offensive. There is a full campaign with persistent forces. Your army evolves over time. Officers gain experience, units suffer losses, rest, return. Divisions will be customized and straightened. Battleplan isn't just our next release. It defines what the next generation of strategy games can be. Join the beta now on the SLitherine website and be part of this journey.
Okay, now, that last statement she made is very interesting. In fact, let's just go back and listen to it again.
Join the beta now on the SLitherine website.
Nope, didn't go back far enough.
Our next release. It defines what the next generation of strategy games can be.
It defines what the next generation of strategy games can be. Well, that means they're certainly counting on this one big time. Now, they also sent me an email, and a lot of this is the same stuff that you heard from her, but I'll just go over some of it. it's that they're really, Slytherin's really behind this game. Battle Plan redefines the strategy game genre. Players don't command units directly, like she said. They make high-level decisions at the HQ and let it work out. Unique perspective and streamlined interface make Battle Plan approachable for newcomers and veterans alike. Gone are overwhelming control panels and micromanagement. That's probably a good thing, the latter one especially. In Battle Plan, all it takes to launch an airborne assault, advanced armored divisions, or coordinated infantry push is a single stroke of the pen across the map. The Battle Plan map is the new Slytherin, blah, 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 blah. Focuses on the West Front against the German army in World War II, obviously. The game combines precise historical accuracy with interactive map and an easy-to-learn, hard-to-master approach. The map is massive, spanning thousands of kilometers, modeled using real-world geographic data. As the commander-in-chief of the army, the player will literally draw lines and arrows to indicate where to launch surprise attacks, organize defenses, all with a pencil. And gamers can plan and execute complex operations by drawing across several phases, like she said, and do all that kind of stuff. So I find this interesting. One of the things they didn't mention was anything naval. So you did see the little airplanes flying around on the map there. I saw that, but I didn't see anything naval. So it makes me wonder, are they not just going to put any Navy at all in the first release? Yeah, now, on the Western Front, the Navy didn't do a lot directly. They delivered troops and supplies and all that stuff. But in the fighting in Normandy, in the early stages, naval gunfire played a big role. So I'm wondering if they're going to kind of factor that in abstractly somehow and leave the Navy for later, because that's going to be a whole different ball of wax for them to deal with when it comes to that. It says logistics play a vital role as cutting off enemy supplies and capturing supply depots can be crucial to victory. Supplies are, in fact, realistically simulated. They say it's coming soon from Slytherin and the developer Foolish Mortals. Okay, you got to give it to him on the title. Foolish Mortals. What a great name for any kind of company, game or otherwise. And so we don't know when it's coming out. You can go join the beta. I am not going to join it because I'm just way overstretched in terms of things that I have time to do. And if you're not going to really give it all your heart, why would you want to join a beta? If you're going to join a beta, you got to work hard. Okay, this morning I wake up and it's finally arrived. Strategic Command World War II War in the Pacific. This is the new DLC. Yes, we played through all the stuff in the original game, but they've released this DLC. It's called Rise and Fall of an Empire. And yes, it's loaded on my computer. All I've got to do is figure out what's going on with it. Here's the video.
Immerse yourself in Strategic Command World War II War in the Pacific, Rise and Fall of an Empire. A grand expansion featuring 6 meticulously crafted campaigns begin with 1937, Marco Polo to Pearl Harbor, where Japan's disciplined infantry and Kwantung Army veteran units clashed with fragmented Chinese forces. Next is 1942, Summer of Decision, where Japan stands at a crossroads, invade Australia, strike India, reinforce China, or challenge Midway. In 1944, Imphal Kohima, you reenact Japan's bold Burma offensive against General Slim's 14th Army, countering Allied tactics and daring incursions by the Chindits and Merrill's marauders.
Look at that map. That's a big map, and man alive, it looks like they've really, what's that say? Chindit landings, okay. Looks like they've tried hard to create just how rugged the terrain is in Burma. I've flown over some of this terrain, and I've been on the ground in the cities. They didn't, back in those days, and today, of course, you wouldn't want to really be anywhere near the being out in the rural areas. But back when I went there, you couldn't get out of the towns, but still, The mountains are amazing. It's a beautiful country, but to fight across it, phew, man.
1945 Okinawa plunges you into one of the
Now we're
Pacific
talking.
War's bloodiest battles. Deploy kamikazes, command battleships like Yamato, and face desperate U.S. Marine assaults. Then comes Operation Olympic, the Allied
Notice they're talking about this all from the Japanese side. It's SC, so it has to be playable from both sides. But it appears, my guess is that they've sort of maybe crafted this to be more enjoyable for the Japanese player. Because if you played the Japanese player in Strategic Command Pacific, there comes a certain point where it's not a lot of fun. So I'm thinking they are probably working really hard here to make the experience more enjoyable for the Japanese player.
assault on Kyushu, testing Japanese coastal fortifications and kamikaze waves. Finally, Operation Coronet, 1946, depicts the climactic invasion of Honshu, with multinational Allied forces converging on Tokyo against
coming for you,
fanatical
Tokyo.
civilian and military resistance. Diplomacy and resource management form the cornerstone of every campaign.
Now that's interesting because diplomacy in Strategic Command is usually not that important. I don't pay a lot of attention to it. I probably should. It would make me a better player. But I think this is especially true in China, and that's what they're about to talk about, I think.
Navigate China's autonomous provinces, influence puppet regimes, and juggle critical assets. Decision events, such as Japan's political fragmentation and the fielding of collaborationist units, add depth and force you to make weighty strategic choices. Dynamic events, from the Marco Polo incident to the Allies' final push and relentless kamikaze strikes, shape each playthrough and demand adaptable planning. This DLC delivers unparalleled strategic depth through diplomacy, logistics, and historical immersion in East Asia and the vast Pacific theater.
There you go. Now, don't play anything. That's my girl Mary. Mary Spender. If you like a good guitar player, check her out.
Dire Straits. They're one of the.
Sorry. We're we're not going to play Strategic Command War in the Pacific, the updated thing today, because like I said, I want to look at some of that stuff and really know what I'm talking about before I start to play it. It will be popping up on the channel though this coming week, in a few days from now, Monday or Tuesday, so it'll be there to. For you to enjoy. Today, what I wanted to do in this live stream and tomorrow's as well is to go back to Europe and play Strategic Command Europe, or whatever they call it. War in Europe, from the Allied perspective. Let me get rid of some of these. I've been actually playing a lot of these things, just fooling around. This one I'm keeping. I've been playing Kursk campaign from the Allied side. But what I want to do is, stop clicking the same button. Maybe you get a different result. Let's take the whole thing, storm over Europe, and let's play from the Allied side. Now the goal, and I wish I'd recorded this. I played through this very scenario. It took me a while to get through it all. But I was just playing it in my spare time, little bits and pieces, sometimes at lunch. Because the nice thing with Steam is you can have your save games on, it's in the cloud, so you can get it on either computer. So I have SC on both my laptop and my gaming desktop here at home. And I had a blast with it. It was an amazing scenario. I held up slowed down the Germans in Poland, really slowed them down in France. Of course, France always falls, but the longer you can keep the Germans there, the harder it is for them to prepare for Barbarossa. Meanwhile, they didn't take the Ribbentrop deal, so they started further east, and I still stopped them right around Vyazma and held there and pushed forward eventually, of course. We won. We had to actually invade Italy from the top because we'd been driven completely out of the Middle East. This is a wild game. So let's play this and just see what happens. We are going to be the Allies, and we're just going to keep all that right there. We'll use the usual NATO symbols, which I like. And we're just going to have some fun here. I am sorry that I can't give anything away. I think I know what I did to fix, to disable the chat, which was the absolute last thing I wanted to do. But they've changed OBS, and YouTube has changed so much that, man, I was operating on old information. So anyway, I'm going to try and get that back for you tomorrow. There are giveaways coming. Just be patient. They should be here for you. Eventually, they will be. All right, so here comes the start of the Second World War in all its horror and terror. And we'll see how the Germans do. The goal, our goal, is to keep them out of Warsaw as long as we can. In that game I was just talking about, Poland surrendered while we were still holding Warsaw. So that's pretty good for the Western player, or at least it is for me to do that. They seem to be doing pretty well though this time. Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's not good. We may not reach that lofty goal this time, guys. What are you gonna do? Okay, everybody's getting in on the act here. Alrighty. And here we go. Yes. Intelligence reports that Mussolini will start mobilizing. Recommend maintain units at Gibraltar, Malta. Oh, yeah, they captured Gibraltar in that game, too, and I had to get it back. It was craziness, man. Okay, British expeditionary force to France, arrangements, blah, 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 blah. If we do not send the BEF to France, the French national morale will fall, but we're going to send them to France because we want France to hold on as long as possible. Okay. Marching into Poland. Yes, we're going to march into Poland. So, okay. So let's start in Poland. Speaking of Poland. Let's see, this is the problem. This is the best unit we have. He's going to go there. That's the second best. I'm going to try and clog them up, but I don't even know if that's possible. Let's just do something to weird them out, you know? You just want to try to catch these units. This guy's not bad, but... All right, we'll throw you back here. You know what? What happens if I drive into them? That's actually not a bad exchange. And force them. I didn't do this last time. I didn't have the opportunity, or I just didn't see it. But maybe this will force them to deal with that. We have a Kessel for about 5 seconds, and then you're all going to die. But in the meantime, do I want to, let's see, where do we want to move? Yeah, we're not going to be, he can't move. Oh, that's, yeah. So now, this guy's going to die. Is he entrenched? He's entrenched 1. Is it worth leaving him in Posen? Maybe forcing them to deal with this, and which would keep them from driving east? I think that's probably what we're going to do, even though it's not going to really make that much difference. But so that's that. Now over here, yeah, as you can see, the French are... In this game, the French are in a bad way. Let's just be honest. Let's look at the research. For the Frenchies, they got nothing. They got advanced tanks and advanced fighters. Otherwise, zip. Now, I put a lot of stock by keeping these things up and going till you tap out, till you maximize. But for the French, since they're not going to be here very long, that's distinctly less important than it is to get these guys up to strength. And see, that's all we could do. That's not great. But we do want to start filling the line in. Because like it or not, we're going to have to hold this line. Now, the Brits will be bringing some people soon. But we could give the British that and just move all of it again. That would give us some depth, which is kind of nice for the French. We don't have anything left. Oh, no, let's not forget down here either. We kind of have to defend Monaco, even though it's really in a bad spot. You know, what are you going to do? You just can't leave it totally. We're going to send you down here. Then we'll send you that way. As far as the Brits go, okay, do they need to be upgraded at all? Yes. Yeah, that's what it's afraid of. I'm going to have a lot of upgrading to do and not a lot of points to do it with first turn, obviously. Yeah, I'm already out for all intents and purposes. So the Russians only got 45, so there's really no point in doing much with that. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. We'll just go ahead and move along here. Suffers attrition. Okay. Canada's in. All right. Get some more destroyers. You're going to need them. All right. They opened up the line of supplies rather quickly, as one would expect. And what else are they going to... Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's not going to be much more than a speed bump. Maybe I should have put that infantry unit in there instead, but I'm trying to... Oh, well, that didn't work. They're way ahead of where they were last time. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad, people. Oh, man. Oh, that's not good. I'm going to have to take some drastic measures here to cut this Panzer unit off if we can. Slow him down. Oof. You didn't hold very long, buddy. You're not either. Oh, he survived one assault, and he's fleeing and down. Ooh, okay, that's not too bad, actually. And he evaporated. Not too surprising, obviously. And here comes the tanks. Yeah, they're getting to Warsaw quicker than I wanted them to. However, yeah, you think. Oh, wonderful. Okay. His supply is zip and his morale's only 27. Now, first of all, he's the one of all the ones that gets reinforced. He has to be. All right, we're going to throw away the Army or the Air Force here. Oh, look at that. Way to go, Polish Air Force. Yeah, I won't do that. Oh, I forgot about him, didn't I? Yes, I did. I should have put him over here. They didn't even bother with this guy. How insulting. You can't attack with anything except these. This isn't going to go well. No. See, I could reinforce him, but only 1 point's not going to make much difference. Really? Don't do it. Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Let's push the issue. Let's do it. Maybe they'll get mad and attack Posen. Or, I'm sorry, Modlin more. Posen's over there. Okay. Let's see, what's Russia got going here? Not much. How many points do we? Only 97. They probably don't even have enough to start research. They don't. Well, I could start with anti-tank weapons. But I think I'd rather wait. The first thing I want to start with the Russians. Oh, well, if I click the right button, it might help. Almost enough to get logistics going. Gosh, can't talk. I didn't even notice this until I played through that game I mentioned to you, that the Russian infantry can go to 3. They have an extra step. I don't know if it's always been that way, and I just didn't think about it. But I don't remember that. So, okay, so there you go. The Americans, they've got 102, so they're probably not going to be able to do much. It's too bad. I'd like to get them on infantry weapons too, but we're not even close. Plus these guys, obviously. Mobility we've got. The French, we're not going to bother with that. We need to get the British going on this. And a lot of different stuff. They need almost not everything, but they need a lot. And over here is important as well. Does the U.S.? And we're working on amphibious warfare. Thank you, Marines, who did the interwar work on that. So is it possible? We could actually buy something. But I'd rather save it and get the research going before we start. Oh, look, a Polish unit stuck out in the middle of nowhere. Before we start, getting new units in. Okay, so even though the Russians are invading, we can't cross that line. Go figure. We will leave the Russians as they are. The French, we're gonna let's because I usually forget these. I don't exactly forget them, but I don't pay them enough attention. Let's put it that way. You're gonna move. You're gonna come up here. We're gonna put you in Toulon. And by the way, I can't pronounce French at all, so I'm gonna screw it up. That's it. Wow. That didn't take much time, did it? Hey, British, you gonna get a move on here? Let's just see if... Oh, yeah, it was this. Wow, that was fast. And we have another... Yeah. Good. All right, we need to see what the Germans are doing as far as putting units out here. We haven't got any of our convoy routes. Man, my brain is just not working today. I'm so sorry. Go in here, so we'll throw a couple of things out there just to see what's happening. And let's reinforce you. Okay, so you're probably going to be okay, but we're gonna put you there, and we'll move him down to Dover. Let's see. Do we have? We do not. But let's not forget, these guys are part of the Commonwealth. There we go. Oh, look. We've got one army. And we can upgrade it already. Oh, yeah, mobility. That's going to take a big chunk of change. All right, it is the third turn now that we're coming up here in a sec. And we can only hope that we can hang out this turn. Hang on one more turn. We'll see, guys, because this is critical. This is critical. It is September 22nd. If we can push them into October, we've done well. Yes, well, who could blame them? Okay, Norway's getting cranky like they always do. Here comes the BEF. It's about time. And it's completely under strength. Jolly good show, old boys. We're probably going to need some French units to back up the BEF. I was a little surprised at how easily the Germans in that last game just kind of rolled right over most of the BEF. So, good. Okay, we got him a little. No, that's not what I wanted you to do. Yes. Thank you. Ouch. You boys did a service. You deflected them from the main point. Oh, that beautiful fortress. Yes. How we love it. Oh, this garrison is going to die so quickly. We love them too, but alas, we knew you well, and now you're gone. Ooh, took a hit. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Yeah, ooh, look out. Look at that, down to 6. That one Panzer unit. That's not bad. Yay. He's down to 7. I love it. Importance of the BEF. Oh, yes, we know. Yeah. Let's not let them down. All right. Oh, the French commies. It's an imperialist conflict. We act decisively to ban the party. Sure, let's defend democracy by crushing free speech. It's suggested we force Finland to hand over. Well, absolutely. And hey, we want you. That's right. Too bad I can't start you fortifying, but we will soon enough. Okay, guys. We're still here. We are still here. This guy gets the big reinforcements. I know the British lose points when I do this. Sorry, Brits, but it's for your own good. So probably, yeah. Yeah, the fighter didn't even do anything. So let's see if we could maybe hurt him. Hey, we did. I love it. Look at that. I'd love to do that so bad, especially if he could attack. But it's going to cost them more to replace this. So we'll do that. Got to play that long game on him, boy. Well, really? I'll do it. Ooh, took 2. All right, buddy. Yeah, that was not a good idea. Oh, well. Can't win them all. Let's go ahead and continue to fill up our troops here. That's it. Except now we have the Brits. I don't know if these guys, they look like they're 1-1. I bet they're probably all, they don't need to be upgraded, hopefully. Because you guys are, yeah, they're okay. Yeah, so see if we put like 1, 2, 3, that stretches them too thin. So we're gonna have to hold Lil, or at least try to, or Lily, or Le, or whatever it is. Don't ask me what it is because I don't know. Yeah, it's October, the middle of October, and Poland is still fighting. That is so awesome. All right, the 139, we can do it because you're going to need it. The U.S. 119, still not enough. Dang it. We're not worried about you. 122. Then not enough for... Oh, just below it. Darn. All right. We'll hold off. Let's bring you back here. There you go. We'll just look around and see if we can find the Kriegsmarine, see what they're up to. It's not really that important right now. I'll tell you what is, though, is getting these destroyers. Do I have 2 points and I can't do anything with him? That's weird. Yeah, okay, so there. Well, this guy's probably... Oh, he's definitely not. He needs to switch. So we can get him upgraded. Keeping the Navy upgraded is a real problem for me in this game. It takes a lot of work. Well, I think we're in pretty good shape then. So let's watch Poland fall here this turn, almost assuredly. But they've done a good job stringing it out this one. Winston Churchill. Sure. Well, they'll get over it. Those Americans will get over it, I'm telling you. All right. Let's see what they're going to do. Here we go. They're finally waking up. Nope, they did not. The guys are attacking the wrong targets, but that's fine with me. Unfortunately, there won't be very many troops left for you to strike at the end of this turn. Yeah, driving into eastern Poland now, and that's it. So now we're just down to our little clump there, and the Posen army, which is about to get pounded into nothing. Oh, and that garrison that's up there in the northeast. Ooh, took him out. But again, Warsaw's still mine. See if they just make me surrender now. Because Polish morale's obviously in the toilet, so... And who could blame them? Not me. Oh, well, certainly. Yeah. Really? Awesome. It's November and we're still fighting. Oh, Britain, you gotta love. This is a good use of your MPPs. You lovely Brits, you. All right, and charging to the rescue. Daring to go where no Pole has gone. No, that wouldn't be right. I knew there was somebody there, but I had to try, just in case they'd moved him. It would be so awesome to take an East Prussian town and watch the Germans absolutely lose their minds. Okay, do we... Oh, shoot, 81. The Russians are so slow in building up their MPPs. It's just, it really, so are the Americans. Okay, we're not doing that for you. What do we got? 384. All right, I know it's a waste, but in the long run, it's not a waste. 259. Let's go for those fighters. And that's going to do it. Now, can the French buy anybody? Really? I can't. Okay. Now, I've got some units down here, but when they leave, then they get all like, they penalize you for pulling troops out. So, as much as I would like to take one of two of those up here to fill in the blanks, oh, look at that. I don't think I will. I should have, I can't. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see. We'll do you. We're just going to march down the line here, boys and girls. Wow. Got further than I expected. All right, British. Dig in, boys. We're actually going to... we're going to swap that, I think, and put the core in reserve, but and then we'll put the... Well, I was going to put the HQ in Calais, but maybe that's awfully close. And there's, well, as you can see, if the Germans push forward like here, you can really take out your ability to get out of there. So maybe not. Okay, so British, you don't have much left, but let's see what we can do here with what? Is that why we can't? Oh, we can. All right. We just don't have the points to do it. Okay. All right. If they're gonna let me continue to, steal from them by taking out their convoys, I'm gonna do it. Because why not? Okay, so you're in good shape. We'll bring you here for now, then we'll pull you around front. Okay, you guys are... I would like a lighter... Well, see, you need to be upgraded. Can I afford it? Oh, almost. Naval's the... But look at that, anti-submarine. I didn't even notice that. Anti-submarine is zilch. We have to get on this right away. All right. Let's... I forgot about him. Let's just cause trouble. Won't do any good, but what the heck. Here we go. It's the final countdown. There are tens of thousands of Spanish Republicans hanging out in southern France. Some of them have already listed in the Foreign Legion, but we could make use of more, assuming to build up our local defenses. 50 MPPs from the men held in the camps. We could raise a half-strength engineer unit at whatever that town is. Sure. Oh, too bad you missed, dude. All right, that's good. That's good. I probably won't be spending any more on that. I'm not a big believer in... Maybe I shouldn't have moved him, actually. In the spying thing. Now they're finally getting focused, now that it's November 18th. They should get Warsaw this turn. If they don't, It is a gigantic huzzah to the brave men defending it. Oh, well, probably a mistake. That was a mistake. Yes! Yes! Fight on, boys! Come on, you can do it! Ooh, you can still do it. Uh-oh. You can do it. You did it. Uh-oh. Might have been a bit premature, I was. Drats. Well. Good, hurt yourself. I appreciate that. Didn't quite go as good as I wanted, but I'll take it. Yes. So Germany honors the non-aggression pact. Poland surrenders. They get 360 MPPs. We have slowed them down quite a bit, though, and cost them, especially in their armored units. That makes me happy. They'll be able to replace it, of course, but Red Army deployment in future conflict. Okay. Okay, hold on. I upgraded you, right? Right. So come on out here. Now, put you there. Yeah, we're not going to waste money on that right now. Okay, so much for that. Are you sure that, boy, the Italians are like getting aggressive here, so we know what they're doing with that. Actually, let's wait. Let's move him there. Let's keep you moved so you don't count. I guess you moved too. What is happening? I've only got 6 points. That's what's happening. Okay. All right, we'll pick that up next turn. But at least we're up to strength here. We've still got a few months to dig. Dig, boys, dig. I think Amiens would probably be a good place for this HQ. Let's just put him right there behind the river. Let's see about that. And I don't have enough points to do anything research-wise. The British, yeah, they definitely need this one. And 124. Shoot, these are all just out of reach. Pretty much everything is except anti-tank, which I'll get around to, but it's not the most important thing right now, I don't think. So that's it for them. U.S. has got 217. Finally, we're going for this. Yes, I'm taking that before the tanks because there's more infantry than tank units. 17 points. We're done with that. So the Ruskies, yeah, we got to save it up to get rolling on this. Because this is critical. If we don't advance right on that front, we don't get enough skill and weaponry, then we are going to be in huge trouble, that's for sure. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Hold on a minute. I actually got a thumbs up from somebody. Thank you. It kind of sucks that I can't give away anything, but we're working on it. Man, I haven't streamed in ages. Here, while I ramble, let me go ahead and play the game. Yeah, I'm sure that's true. Okay. They have not broken our fighting spirit. How come you surrendered? No, just kidding. Let's see. Where do we want them to head? That's the question. Britain or France? Since we're trying to slow them down in France, this is the French gambit to try to hold them in France as long as possible. I'm going to say France. I'd rather honestly have them in Britain, but I think... Uh-oh. Finland's getting their tails kicked. Well, not actually. Do a lot of tail kicking. Boy, look at that. 29 MPPs for Russia, 49 for us, 123 for the French, and 279 for the British. That will change a great deal, as a matter of fact. All right. Okay. Oh, here we go. And it's a heavy cruiser. Yes! Look at that. Ooh. That hurt. Which heavy cruiser was it? Or is it? Bremsel. Or what? Is that how you say that? That's how I say it. Who knows how you say it? Okay, kick the Ruskies out. Graf Spray is having a bad day. Scarlett O'Hara. You know, I've never actually watched that movie all the way through. Okay, the item that the Germans offered to transfer Lithuania. Why? Oh, wait, this is... In return, they ask us to withdraw eastward from the Vistula San river line to the Bug. You know what? This is an interesting thing. What happens if we... Saying yes will enable us to occupy Lithuania in the coming year, which would increase our income. That's nice. Keep the Axis starting point for an invasion as far away from Leningrad as possible. That's true. On the other hand, Brest-Litovsk, or is that ever however you say that, will become more vulnerable to assault. Negotiations over the final borders between the USSR and Germany did take place. As the invasion of Poland was coming to an end, there was nothing inevitable about the agreement that was reached at that time. I'm going to say yes. We'll go the historic route. But whether that's the best choice or not, you know, pay your nickel, take your choice. Okay, Ruskies... We still can't get the infantry. I want to start buying some 66. Well, they're not in the war, so what do you expect? We have got to spend some money on this. And I hate to do it, but yeah, so we're pretty low right now. No, this is what it... First of all, who is this? Oh, it's the Deutschland. Do I have anybody in range that I can kill this guy with? Oh, yes, he can do it. Deutschland bites the Deutsche dust. Actually, they can see me. No, because they haven't captured Denmark yet, so I don't think they do know I'm there. Whether the AI... This is one of my questions about the AI. Does it remember where my sub was? I don't know if it does or not. But there you go. Okay, we're going to pull you out here. Actually, wait. There we go. Let's get all of our infantry first. Whoops, we're out already? Wow. Man, look at this. Oh, and they keep switching around. A hallmark of the AI moves around troops a lot more than humans do normally. Speaking of that, let's bring you up here. In case they get frisky and want to start doing stuff with their subs. I for a while, years ago, when I played this game, I adopted something I'd seen for someone to do and sort of take the French Navy and do a death charge of the the French Navy, because you're going to lose it anyway, right? Except, of course, it tears down the morale of the French, and they surrender sooner. So not a good idea. Okay, so the Germans are transferring now to the west. It's always tempting to want to grab that, but I don't think in the long run it's worth it. Let's see, he's entrenched 4, 4, 6. What? He's entrenched 6. Wow. Dig in, dudes, dig in. I think that's boy, these guys have 155. Are you sure there's not something I can research with that? All right, we're saving it because we got to get naval weaponry going too, and ground attack weapons. Blah blah blah. There's never ending list of things to spend your money on. However, your money definitely has no 18 for the Russians. Wow, that's low. All right, the AI's pondering because AIs like to ponder things. Okay. Yes, that's what we want to see. Oh, there he is. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Jim Jaegers are coming. Yes, we know this. They formed a Polish army in France in 1918. It'll cost us 50 MPPs for the new Polish Corps to be at Le Mans. I don't know why they would want to be in Le Mans, but okay. We just have to move them because that's not where we want them. The proposals of the British, we send a military expedition to Finland to enable. Now, this is an interesting one. To assist the Finns, the Brits will be obligated to follow suit. If we do, the Brits will follow suit. Churchill wants to do it. It's 150 MPPs. Dang, that's a lot. So it's 75 apiece. It's only 50% chance of success. Expedition has a 33. Oh, okay. Percent chance of reaching Finland in time. If successful, the USSR will not gain any Finnish territory as a result of the conflict. Boy, that would be interesting. And the USSR will move 8 to 12% towards the Axis. Well, not going to make any difference. They're going to go to the Allies when the Axis invade anyway. For their decisive action to help defeat aggression in neutral countries, France and the UK will both gain 500 national morale points, and Finland will swing 25, towards the Allies. This will give Finland a pro-Allied leaning, virtually guaranteeing her neutrality, which means not cooperating with the Germans in Barbarossa. If the mission doesn't arrive in time, then it's history the way it was. All right, we're going to spend this money and hope that it works out. Yeah. There you go. Really? We don't need them down there. Well, I don't know that we need them up here either, actually. They're not doing much. The United States might have some money for research now. Let's just see. 115. Nope, it's not enough. Because I want tanks next. So the Russians. Nope. We're not doing the French. Leaves the Brits. I think This is critical. Really? Oh, that means I gotta wait for spying and intelligence to get done. I'm not gonna waste the money that they put in there, but I don't really care about this. Okay, so, well, that's that. And didn't we have... Yeah. There we go. Oh, and you. Sorry, bud. We ran out. We'll get you next time. Getting closer to game day, though, boy. It's getting closer. It's already January of 40. Wow. I think that's about... I mean, you know, I wish we had more. Whoops, reserves. But what are you going to do? All right, let's bring this guy back up here. Maybe somebody else will come out and I can sink him. That'd be fun. Oh, really? Okay, we're gonna have to dig into that. Again, the AI's pondering. Okay. Yeah. Here. Well, boy, they didn't do much that we could see anyway. So now... that's where it could be. But unfortunately for you, we've got some ships here. Oh, this guy's totally... we'll do the anti-aircraft for later. Okay, so I got one ship, unfortunately for me, because there's nothing else I can do there. Okay, so let's go ahead and who do we got? This guy. I don't know if we're going to be able to get these guys where I want them in time, but I don't want to waste MPPs. Oh, I forgot. I need this guy up to strength. He won't do it. Nope, next turn. It is important to have your HQs strong as possible. He's also not located very well, but that's because I'm pretty sure he's going to have to run like a scalded dog, as the old saying goes. That's a little closer. Okay. Can the French... No, they have 2 MPPs? 181. Oh, this is purchased. It's the wrong thing I'm looking at. So they do have 181. Ah, so close and yet. So far. 582. Can I still not? Yeah. Great. Okay, so for the Brits, it's time to buy stuff. I can't do anything here except army. I'd like to get some armor, but look at that. Nothing. So that's it. Wow. The French can't. The Americans, well, they could, but there's no point in that right now. That's all. This is the phony war period, which is about as exciting in the game as it was in real life. There you go. Heavy bombers, okay. Logistics, nice. Hey, U.S. has logistics 1. Nice. Logistics aren't sexy, but oh boy, here we go. They win wars, though. Oh, boy. The lights went out over Europe, they said, in World War I. In World War II, it was the air raid sirens went on. So you can see some infantry, no armor yet, though. Did they drop? I think they just marched those Fallschirmjägers in there. They didn't drop them. That's interesting. Oh, boy. Bye-bye. Fight on, brave men of the... Well, never mind. Tell you what, AI did pretty good there. You go in the town, you dope. Oh, if you'd retreated into the city, well, he probably would have. Look at that. What is that armored unit doing clear over by Switzerland? I don't think I've ever seen the AI put an armored unit down there this early. That's wild. Well, of course it did. Netherlands surrenders, of course. Belgium, yeah, they probably would be a good idea there, buddy. Denmark is now joining. Belgium joins the Allies. I'm not even sure that better late than never applies to that. We need to look at Spain. One of the things I did do in that game I told you about, the famous game, was, I feel like a fisherman telling fish stories, was, yeah, I lost Spain, and that was a pain in the butt. Let's see. We could turn the LDV, Local Defense Volunteers, to an efficient fighting force. Oh, yeah? Winston Churchill is also... Oh, it's the Home Guard. Okay. Sure. Hey, we get another one. But it has to go here, which is not exactly where we would like it, but okay. All right, it's time to... well, in that case, let's... Can't do either one of them, but... Yeah, let's move up. I should probably just spend the money, but I don't want to. How many have I got? 69 left for the French. That's not enough to do anything. Research for the Brits. Can I still? I still can't do anything, right? Yeah. Drat. Yes, finally. Sheesh. Took long enough. I don't think yeah, they don't have anything anyway. Okay, so the British are going to be buying stuff, and they've got mobility. That's interesting. And also, I think it would be good to have, if I can afford it. Man, look at that. We got to get some research going there. Can I afford a fighter? Nope. Didn't think so. Well, here's what we've got coming. If they live that long, which they'd better for this plan to work, U.S., the Ruskies, and yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. We wanted to look at diplomacy and see what Spain is up to. They're only 18. Norway is 60% towards the Germans? Since when? And shouldn't that drop? That's amazing to me that they're that high. I didn't. Hungary's not. If Norway goes to the Germans, whatever. This is more dangerous. So, can I afford? Ouch, that hurt, but We don't want to get caught too short. What else do I have to do? Anything else? I don't think so. Boy, they got a big chunk of the Italian army lined up here. Look at that. And we don't see tanks anywhere else. There was one up here. It's probably still sitting wherever it stopped. They should have 3, right? If I'm correct about that. So where the third one is, we don't know yet, but I bet we're about to find out. Okay. Hey, that's nice. The Brits are moving ahead on the tank front. That's 159, 260. Okay, there's some of their Air Force. Of course, they got to beat down the Belgians first, so that's helpful. And no, I'm not going to rush into Belgium to help them. Sorry. As much as I'd like to, they're on their own. They waited too darn long. Look at that. He survived. I thought he would surrender, but he didn't. Oh, there's one of the tanks. Probably the one from up here. Oh, jeez. That's all they had in Antwerp was an HQ. Good grief. The big thing is if Brussels could hold for like a turn or two, it would be a huge, huge help. Well, Liège just fell. Or Liège, however you say it. Oof. Ugh. Wow. So that's down to Brussels now, pretty much. Oh, they're attacking into France now, too. You know, it's how rude can you be, really? Ooh, come on, Brussels. Come on. Hold. They moved that tank. I don't know why on earth that tank. I can't get over that. That's just so bizarre. Well, it didn't. I mean, it was okay, but. Yeah. The old Joymans, and yeah, see what your friendship to the Germans bought you, huh? Oh, well, apparently things didn't go well. So, the National Line hasn't been outflanked yet. Excuse me. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, boys. Okay, it's returned. Narvik. Would you like to send this? Sure, why not? Sure. Now, that's, oops. So where, I forgot, it's been so long here. Yeah. I don't see them anywhere. And I didn't see them in Narvik either. Did I miss them? Did I go too far north? That's Trondheim. Isn't that Narvik? Yeah. Maybe they pop up there next turn. All right, we'll worry about that later. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. Tactical tactical bombers. We're going to go for it. Try to weaken their cutting edge on the panzers. If we could kill a panzer, ooh, that would be awesome. So we're going to look for that opportunity. Well, that certainly didn't impress anybody. Good. Look at that. Look at that. I shouldn't. I should hold on. We're going to hold. It pains me to do that, but whoops. Sorry about that. Okay, they haven't. Italy hasn't declared war yet. Don't. Oh, look at that. They got a guy there. Probably just waiting to jump into one of these places. He could make that jump. Maybe. Yeah, let's see if we can weaken them. Nope. You gotta be enforced. And I think I forgot last turn too. We're gonna. I don't want to force march him. What do we got? We've got. All right, we can afford it. I think. Yeah, 17 MPP we can afford. If I put him there, he'll just be destroyed right away. Let's put him down here. Maybe he could build some fortifications or something. Really? Do it. Might take him an extra turn to knock you out. I'm really disappointed in that. But, oh well. I can't believe this guy is alive. So we'll put him on that. Now, we had possibility of a sub over here. We don't see any markings for him now, though. Oh, look at that. Let's just bring you up here where you're getting closer to everything. Oop, there he is. And there he goes. All right. Excuse me again. Doing a lot of coughing today. Let's, you know what? Maybe it's time. I don't know how, well, before we do anything. We're going to just do bombers. It's going to cost us a lot, but if we can hurt him. No, not going to hurt him. I was wrong. We did. Man. This is going to almost wipe us out, though. That was a bad idea. Should have left after the first strike. Yeah, definitely should have. There we go. Boy, our fighters. Sheesh, we need more fighters. Can we buy more fighters? Because we can't really reach. Yeah, not yet. Let's look at buying fighters for the Brits, because we definitely need them. I want tanks, obviously, but that took that out of reach. I could buy a garrison. I don't think that'll help much. Yeah. Okay. What the heck? I'm sure that really bothers him. But this is something we might be able to do something with the French army or navy. Duh. French army, right. That's what this is. It's the French army sailing in the water. There we go. So we cost them a little, not much, but what the heck. Oh, right. No real. See, I think they're doing that deliberately to tempt me. That's what I think. You're gonna. We may lose. This guy may really get pounded now because I attacked. But I need to. I need to hurt them a little bit as we go. We'll see. Okay, Germans get an opportunity to use Iceland. Therefore, expedition to Iceland to prevent its use by the enemies. Will cost 25 MPPs. Yes. And there it is. Okay. If we set a process in motion now, we could provide winter clothing and equipment for our forces for just 50 MPPs. Wonder what the note is on this. Strongly recommended, yeah, of course, because you'd be crazy not to. German security for... Go away. Oh boy, minus 16. I didn't know they could do that. Apparently, they can deficit spend. I didn't know you could deficit spend in this game. But I'll take it. All right, boy. Interesting idea there. Yeah, they're going to use their air wisely to pound Brussels. Oh, and they're attacking him as well. Aha! I told you I thought they would. You do. Oh, here comes Panzers. The mighty, mighty Panzers. And Brussels has fallen. Belgium surrenders. And this poor last Belgium unit's about to get himself pounded into dust. He fights nobly to shield his French allies from the destruction to come. Yet at the end he is shattered, his men fleeing in all directions into the woods, only to be rounded up later by the Germans, or perhaps starved to death. Oh boy. I should have been a reporter. Ah, that's nice. No, that's not nice. Okay, well, pretty even. Actually, it's not. I lost one more than he did. See what I mean by the British units are not like tough like you think of them as. But that's maybe more of a World War I thing. Well, here's the other Panzer. Now they're all three. No, there's only two of them. No, there's three of them. Hello. Aha! I told you. Yes. I've seen that done before. And they've got another parachute, and they left a hole. Okay, not anymore. But then they leave another hole. Holy cow. Holy gaps in the line, Batman. Oh, good. Belgium says bye-bye. Germans get more MPPs like they need them. They're going to change their convoy routes, so the easy pickings are over, apparently. Italy, I could live without that. I really could. Hello. They have not gotten through the Maginot Line yet. Newsflash to game. Oh, here we go. That's right. I remember now. And we'll... Really? I have to put it up there? Okay. Here comes the Frenchie's armor. Let's go up here first, shall we? This is your best shot, and we're not going to get it. Yes, we did! I'll take it back. Now, I could. There's nothing... Well, I could go for that. Or I could try to come down here. I don't know that it makes any difference at all. I probably should just put them on boats and go, or maybe, well, you know, the French guy's going to disappear, right, when the French surrender, so let's just build a little space around them in case something happens, like, they changed their, oh no, they didn't, not yet. Okay. There it is. All right, so actually it's still there. Yeah, either way they're gonna see me. We'll see how that works. Okay, we're gonna swap these guys. Well, maybe it would. Hold on. He's dug in 3. He's dug in 1. He's dug in 2. He's in a town. I hate to lose that. While I'm thinking about that, let's go ahead and see if we can start fortifying. Is that... I wish I could move that so I could... Well, here. You kind of want it... Yeah, like 3 sides. There. Probably won't get done, but you never know. This guy needs some help. This guy needs some help. Bam, that's nice. Okay. Now the question is, that's not what I was looking for at all. Shoot. Nope. He's gonna die if I do that, so. We'll do that. He moved in there. He's not dug in well, so. Ah! Right, back to the Panzers. Eesh. Yeah, they're pretty formidable. We just don't know how strong they really are. That looks like the one that's been beat up the most, so we'll go for it. We forgot to reinforce you, didn't we? Yeah, here we go. You're gonna need it. You can't move. Get you back up to strength. So far, so good. It's May 17th. We've got a long way to go. If we're gonna make it to the fall, we should have somebody in Reims. Dig in. Come on, fill your men with fighting resolve. Okay, doesn't look like the Americans can do any more research either. It's only 147, so you can't even do that. You could do... Yeah, you could actually. All right. I hate to do it, but okay, as far as that goes, the British are gonna need some armies. Ouch. There. I'll take them without any air. Okay. So this guy's... Yeah, we might be able to kill him if we get lucky. which would be nice. Very good. Very, very, excuse me, good. Here come the Italians. Oh, boy, that didn't go down well. Excellent. Excuse me. They reinforced him. They're being very careful. They being the AI. I always say they, like that's people over there. The AI is being very cautious. They're not even in France yet. It's May, at the end of May. Oof. That air power. Uh-oh, they're going for Lil, or Lille, or whatever it is. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, man. We're in trouble. When the French infantry starts melting like butter, you got a problem. Not to mention the British, who's about to die right now. Bam. See what I mean? Oh, man. Come the Italians. Doing okay for the Italians. I mean, you got to give credit where it's due, you know? Well, I said that. They weren't in France. They're in France now. In a big way. Curse you, Panzers. Don't die. Pull back, but don't die. He can't pull back because I've got too many units behind him. I think we'll move my HQ to Chalons. And that should help in a lot of ways and give some... I mean, I'd rather have them pull back than just be shattered. Attrition, they didn't even attack. That's interesting. Italy now in war, or I forgot. Yeah. Alternatively, we could have to complete their forms in their home countries, in which case they would only deploy for service in late 41. I want them now under strength. So now we got to worry about Africa as well. Italy has joined the war, but their forces in East Africa are invading Somaliland. 60 MPPs. Yeah, ouch, that hurts. The Baltic states. Sure, why not? Holy smokes. Under the terms of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, Bessarabia falls into our sphere of influence, and now would be a good time to seize the territory. 15 MPPs. It will move Romania to, well, they're going to join the Axis anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's put you right here, get you fixed up. Whew. Deuteronomy. This was a turn and a half. This is what happened last time to the British. They were not nearly as good as I was hoping they would be. That means I gotta do, well, wait. Let's risk it and see what, no. Alright, so much for the Fallschirmjägers, unfortunately. It cost me more than I wanted it to. This is probably not going to work real well, but oh well. Speaking of not working well, let's reinforce this guy. Gotta hold, bud, you gotta hold. I usually use this guy defensively, sometimes in Paris, but now I'm beginning to wonder. Yeah, I don't want to lose his entrenchment. There we go. I gotta move him up here. 1 to 3. Jeez. I don't want to move him out of Calais, do I? No. Dang it. All right, let's try that. Beautiful. If I can't cost him a panzer, I'll cost him an infantry unit, maybe. Come on. Ah. You. Here. I need to upgrade that guy. Man, the Germans have a lot of air power. Come on, get him. Get him! It's an army, too. It's not just a corps, it's an army. Get him! Yes! Take that, crowd heads. All right. So I could knock him down to 5. Ooh, he's already down to 5. All right. 3. Oh, man. He would be the one to move. Oh. Great, I just left an opening in my line. Unless I do this, which I will do. Okay, so we have banged up the Germans here a little bit. I mean, it's not much, but it's already June 8th, so we still got a long way to go. Now we got to go down here to Africa. And of course, we've got the, well, how many MPPs do we have? 312. Okay. Let's, and you, not you though. I could have reinforced him. There. So the plan here is probably going to be to press out to here and actually try to take Helfaya Pass here because it's on our side of the border, and let them come to us. Now, the last time when in that infamous game, which I've been telling you about, I actually wiped out their first wave with a Panzer and a big infantry unit, and then their second wave, I just didn't handle it well at all, and they wiped out everything, including extra units I sent from England. But when they got up to, by the time they got up to the Caucasus, the Russians were ready and easily fended them off and ended up destroying them completely, and you ended up with Russian units in Cairo and Alexandria by the end of the war. So that was interesting. Let's see. U.S. has got 95. I could do any tank, but I'd rather wait and do some of these other things first. 103. Still not enough. 54. Obviously not enough. So, man, the Russians are so slow to build up their MPPs. There. All right, let's go ahead and let them go, and then maybe we'll wrap this stream up. I know it started late, but oh, I forgot about the guys up north in Norway. Dang it. Yeah, let's reroute. Here come the Rooskies. Okay, good. That's out of the way. There you go. Get in there. Make him pay some kind of price for this. Ouch. Uh-oh. This is what the AI is really good at. Jumping units around to inflict the maximum amount of damage. Still, look at this. It's June 19th, and they're just barely in France. So we're doing much better than they did historically. Of course, the AI, for whatever reason, split their panzers up. Now they're more or less back together. So, no, you lost Monaco, you bunch of cowardly. How dare you? I had a bet that we were going to hold that. Oh boy. Bye-bye. Well, now they're definitely going to be in France. Yeah, they just took Reims. Because I pulled somebody out of it like an idiot. All right, this isn't good. This is not good. The plan, oh boy. The plan, we may have just lost the plan. Because now, yeah, he's had it. He's toast. Yep. They've just ripped a Titanic, Grand Canyon-like hole in my lines here. Of course. Spain to the again? Spain, what are you doing? Put it there. Doesn't really matter. We need to look at diplomacy. Because that's just not good. We're going to have to, as much as I hate doing it. Yeah. All right. Tell you what, guys. This is a little less than 2 hours, but we're going to wrap it up right here, except I'm going to do that. Why, I don't know. Because you can't really... It might be interesting to see if we could mount them, but you're going to lose the French one pretty quickly, and do a raid here on Trondheim. Or you could grab one of these, but Trondheim... I'm sure there's somebody in Trondheim. There's got to be. But what he is, I don't know. So... they let me upgrade him? They will. All right. It's kind of crappy doing that and leaving the guys to fight in France, but we'll come back next time, which will be tomorrow, Lord willing, at noon, Los Angeles time, and continue to play this. This was really going well, and now disaster has struck, but you know, it's just a matter of time until it did. So we'll see if I can work this out somehow, and I'm going to try to figure everything out so that we can do some giveaways for you guys, because I've got a bunch of stuff, actually Steam codes from Matrix SLitherine to give out. So we want to do that too. So that'll be tomorrow. So thank you for putting up with me if anybody actually watched this. Take care out there. And I'll see you tomorrow at noon Los Angeles time. So long.